The digital news portals, unlike the conventional media, newspaper, or electronic media, do not have to get any sort of approval from government authority for their launch. So, for the bunch of thugs who are waiting to destroy the government, this is a thrilling loophole. How nice if the government makes stringent laws on who should talk news. Hey, you're a fact checker, bloody get the approval from the government. But BJP would never do that. They want to encourage free speech. All those who talk rubbish that BJP is against free speech, this is the reality. So this is an open opportunity for all kinds of idiots to become great influencers and attack the government. Drive their herds of blind followers to attack our businessmen, our sages, our economy, education, market, and media itself, which contribute to the growth of the nation. A large number of such thugs have consolidated under an umbrella called DGPub. These digital news portals under DGPub propagate narratives targeting the government and its policies. What are the origins of DGPub? What are its associations, modus operandi, and more importantly, finance? Let's get into the facts. DGPub News India Foundation was formed on October 27, 2020 by 11 Indian digital news outlets: Alt News, Article 14, Boom Live, Cobra Post, SW News, NewsClick, News Laundry, Scroll.in, News Minute, The Quint, and The Wire. The formation of these associations came at a time when the Union government expressed the desire to regulate digital media through IT Rule 2021. Within a short duration, DGPub has become the largest association of digital news outlets in the country, having 111 constituent members at present, 11 founding members, 81 portals, and 19 individual commentators. Its membership is open to digital-only news organizations, freelance journalists, and commentators who run a digital news channel or a social media handle but may not have an incorporated company. Here's the list of thugs associated with DGPub. Take a screenshot and preserve this. You must go through it and stop watching these portals and tell your friends that these are fake news portals. And also, when you watch or read content online, please make a habit to check the logos or names of their handles. If it belongs to anyone in this list, then take it for granted that it is anti-Indian and has zero credibility. Preserve this list in your mobile phones. Keep it handy. Share it with friends. This gang is a staunch critic of BJP government and involved in creating narratives against the ruling dispensation. The similarity among these members is that they either left or had to leave mainstream media and join DGPub. It affirms the fact that DGPub is the preferred choice of averse freelance journalists. It is the DGPub constituent portals which have been critical on issues like poor handling of COVID pandemic, vaccine strategy, abrogation of Article 370, farm laws, CAA, demonetization, Pegasus issue, hijab ban controversy, and all kinds of nonsense that we have seen till now. They are the ones responsible for creating havoc and unrest in the country. I can give you 100% assurance that the country would be peaceful if we eliminate DGPub. Okay, how dangerous DGPub is. Look at their outreach. This is a depiction of social media influence of prominent anti-government portals comprising of prominent individuals. These portals are culminating into an alternative source of news than the conventional media. Our research team has made a comprehensive assessment of these portals, and here are some revelations. Obscure domain details. The resistant details of the domain pertaining to the portal have been found to be hidden in most of the case. Server of the most of the above portals are located abroad. Existence of anti-establishment association. DGPub has attracted more digital news portals within its ambit than any other association. Its membership in the span of 2 years since October 2020 has swelled 7-folds. DGPub has become the preferred destination for anti-government journalists such as Abhishek Sharma, Ajit Anjum, Akash Banerjee, Barkha Dutt, Karan Thapar, Neha Dikshit, Paranjoy Guha Thakurta, Sakshi Joshi, etc., who were once part of mainstream media and presently run digital channels on YouTube with one and only agenda: destroy Modi government. To all the victim card players who always say, oh, anybody who questions the government, I label them as anti-national. You know what? Not even once DGPub appreciated the government. The year-long content analysis of DGPub constituents could not find a single article appreciative of government. In all these years in power, government hasn't done anything good. If you are such a wonderful person questioning the government's mistake, then you should also talk about good things done by the government, right? The fact is, these are portals dedicated towards maligning and destroying the government but not correcting the government. What is the proof? The faltu content published by most of these portals itself is the proof. The DCPUB constituents in particular are involved in creating anti-government narrative and targeting the credibility of the government by projecting in bad light. I would be glad to have portals who question the mistakes of a government. In fact, whenever I get to interact with BJP ministers, we discuss how nice if we had a strong opposition party which is Hindutva based. But we have this Congress, which is a party set up to destroy India, sell India to British or Pakistan. It's not an opposition party. The very existence of Congress is a threat to the nation. We have hosted jihadi itself in our home as opposition. Congress is more dangerous than Pakistan and China, I repeat. Anyways, to reconfirm my point that DGPUB is anti-national, just look at the Twitter handle. Not even a single tweet appreciating the government or sharing some government activity. What does it mean? In their propaganda websites, they give a fake impression to public that they rely only on subscription or crowdfunding as their revenue model, over the pretext of supporting independent journalism to remain free from commercial or political pressure. You know what? They receive huge funds from various philanthropist institutions, NGOs, and foreign entities. The financial assistance rendered by the institutional entities to digital news portals are in the form of donations, investments, trainings, rewards, and fellowship. And these institutional entities are particularly based in India and US. The major part of the funding is in the form of donations. The constituents of DGPUB have been major beneficiary of institutional donations compared to others. They prominently receive donations from a Bengaluru-based charitable trust, Independent and Public-Spirited Media Foundation, which has been incorporated by Azim Premji Foundation and Rohini Nilekani. Since 2015, IPSMF has donated around 93 crore to 50 digital news portals out of 24 associated with DGPUB. This is their philanthropy is all about, promoting portals, destroying India. The DGPUB constituents also received investments from US-based dubious organizations such as Omedia Network and Open Society Foundations. In September 2021, Government of India had put a restriction on these NGOs for funding Indian entities or individuals without prior clearance from MHA. Open Society Foundation belongs to George Soros. I have said enough about George Soros. When we exposed George Soros 2 years back, including the whole list of NGOs and people trying to destroy the nation, they got my video deleted and trolled me. But anyways, I'm so happy now to see a lot of news portals carry the news today that George Soros is a threat to India. This international villain is a prime donor of various foreign organizations such as Reporters Without Border, Global Investigative Journalism Network, Vidam Institute, Sherpa, which portrays India into bad light. RSF, through World Press Freedom Index, projects India to be a dangerous place for plasticizing journalism. The Wire had carried Pegasus investigation along with Amnesty International, which too receives funding from OSF. The Sweden-based Vidam Institute, in its Democracy Report 2022, has projected India as electoral autocracy. The French NGO Sherpa had filed complaint against the Rafale deal. DGPUB constituents are receiving funding from foreign institutions, which in turn receive funding from OSF and Omedia Network. Facebook, under its Facebook Journalism Project for fact-checking, has collaboration with 4 DGPUB constituents such as Quint, Boom Live, Fact Crescendo, and News Meter. Does it mean to say all the Facebook users are anti-nationals? Don't be silly. Don't be that silly. I have no reach on Facebook. All my pages got unpublished. This is how corrupt Facebook is. They are not neutral. They are 100% anti-Indian. DGPUB is not merely functioning as an association. It has also been incorporated as a company, DGPUB News India Foundation, with registered office and all. It has emerged as a cohesive force, having capabilities to galvanize various national and international organizations in its supports. Whenever its constituents face any administrative action from government agencies, such as FIR, IT, or ED surveys, the whole ecosystem comprising of human rights activists, academicians, literatures, journalist bodies such as Press Council of India, Editors Guild of India, come forward and issue statement denouncing the action, hold signature campaigns, and lead social media campaigns to propagate freedom of press being curbed by the Indian government. Here comes the most dangerous thing. It is assessed that, expecting government backlash over their anti-government narrative, these portals realize the need of setting up a legal network of their own. Hence, DGPUB intends to constitute legal aid centers through crowdfunding. In this pursuit, the portals such as Bar and Bench, the Leaflet, would be having fundamental role as these constituents maintain close contact with activist lawyers. Besides lawyers such as Indira Jaisingh, Vrinda Grover, Anand Grover, Colin Gonsalves, Apar Gupta, Prashant Bhushan, Sautik Banerjee, Abhinav Atre are most likely to be associated in this endeavor as they have been already working in cohesion with DGPUB constituents. Moreover, the constituents of DigiPub often invite legal interns having legal background for recruitment and training purpose. DigiPub members are being probed by central agencies over charges of financial irregularities. NewsClick is facing a money laundering case based on an FIR lodged by Delhi police, alleging that PPK NewsClick Studio Private Limited received an FDI of 9.59 crore from Worldwide Media Holdings LLC, USA, during the financial year 2018-19. It is further stated that the money received by NewsClick from US-based companies was channeled to Gautam Navlaka, human rights activist, and accused in the Bhima Koregaon case. Prabir Purkayastha, who was recently granted interim protection in the case by Delhi High Court, is the founder and editor-in-chief of NewsClick. He is also the vice chairperson of DigiPub and also the person managing the social media accounts of Communist Party of India. News Laundry was raided by Income Tax Department on September 10, 2021 over the charges of tax evasion. In September 2020, IT Department has conducted a raid on the premises of HW News for alleged tax violations. Delhi Police is investigating embezzlement of funds of Alt News. DigiPub's first chairperson is Dhane Rajendran. General secretaries are Ritu Kapoor of Quint and Abhinandan Sekri of News Laundry. Here is the list of key provocateurs of digital media outlet associated with DigiPub. I'm not sure whether YouTube will let this video survive. Whole bunch of leftist gang will attack and mass report this video. I'm okay if you download and upload in your portals. It has to go viral. Please take a few moments, like, share and write your comments.